Yo guys, and welcome back to more transfer newses. The first news up we have is from my club and Arsenal. So Chelsea player Madueke has got a bid of 50 million package and add-ons included from Arsenal Chelsea, but Chelsea has rejected that bid as they want more than 50 million, and they gave references like Elanga, which transfer I am going to talk about in the future of this video. And yeah, but Chelsea want more than 50 mil. The relationships is good, as we know before. Arsenal and Chelsea have traded multiple times before, and Madueke has agreed terms with Arsenal, so it does look they're going for Madueke right now. And yeah, that's interesting because obviously in Arsenal, I think they got Zubimendi, they got Norgard. One of the defender I talked about in the few, I think apparently I saw somewhere that deal is off for now because I don't think it's completely off, but it's just on a hold or something because they were asking more than 20 mil, and I don't think Arsenal needs a defender that much right now. So I think maybe they are back footed, and obviously they're going more for the deals of Gokares. They're going full on for Madueke right now, and obviously I don't think Rodrigo they're going for him because I can't see anywhere that they're full on going on. Maybe because most likely he might just stay at Real Madrid. And then obviously we heard about Eze. So maybe they could get Eze and Madueke, which will be insane if they do get Madueke. Madueke is a solid right winger, but I think this will be way more beneficial for my club, and I would love that we sell him because we do have a lot of attackers. Some attackers that don't work that well. And Madueke is like when he's on it, he's good, but sometimes he can cause some stuff go wrong and maybe some ego issues and some stuff like that. So I think it's good that we keep the players that did very well last season, and I think that's what Enzo's trying to do. And he saw who has performed and the ones that haven't. He's just trying to get them away. Like Jao is gonna go, Sterling's gonna go. What's his name? Nkunku, who's a huge flop, is gonna go. Madueke, they're trying to get him off. So then they can get the new ones that they have. Like they got D-Lap, they got Gittins, Jao Pedro, who already scored 2 goals yesterday, which was amazing start. And hopefully he does well going on as well. So let's see. With the Madueke story, he has agreed the terms. It's just the clubs are negotiating right now. And Arsenal fans, what do you think about that deal? Like, will you like Madueke, Arsenal? Let's see. And how much do you think he's worth? I think 60, 70 mil is, I personally, is maybe a robbery because I think it's about 50 million. What the package they give is good. Like, if I talk about it, like where everybody else type of player level, or even 55, but 60, I would say that's all right. If we sell him for 80, 70, absolute robbery. But yeah, let's see. Next up, we have Sunderland, the club that has just been promoted from the Championship. Have bought a player. They have bought Chimsdean Talibi, who is a winger from Club Brugge. I don't know a lot about him. It was a 23 million package euros. I agreed last week, and deal now sealed after medical done. I don't know how it is, but I'm happy that relegated teams are also going on. Not relegated teams. I mean, newly promoted teams are also going on and trying to get the players and to keep up. And I think they could because, in my opinion, Brentford is looking very weak right now. And the reason I'm saying that is because Thomas Frank has left, Mumbo is leaving, the midfielder Norgard just left to Arsenal, and a few other players may be here there. So yeah, there could be some weaknesses. Bournemouth is another club which may be looking a bit weak with one or two of their players leaving. So we have to see what goes on, but let's see. And if these teams buy players, they could have a chance not get relegated. Next up, Leeds looks like they do want to stay in this thing because they bought a player recently, and now they are interested on Sean Longstaff from Newcastle, who I think is a decent midfielder, uh, for £10 million plus 2 million add-ons on the table, which and the personal terms have been agreed with Leeds, with the player and Leeds. How I think about this is, I think this player will be perfect for Leeds. I think for Newcastle, selling him is a good deal, and getting someone else instead of 12 million getting for him. He's 27. I mean, that is a problem, but he's not that great if you think about it. They do have better players options around, and they could get better players as well. And for Leeds, I'm saying it's a good player because Leeds is a newly promoted team. So if they get someone who has experience in the Premier League, played for quite a while, is quite of a good midfielder as well, it will be a good thing for them to keep up. And with signings like this, it makes the chance of them being staying up in the league because obviously they're not competing to do straight away go top four, be like smashing. They want to just stay up. So something like that will be good. Um. So yeah, and as talking about Newcastle, they have signed Anthony Elanga, which has been done, agreed, and exclusively it was revealed. Not not last night, the night before. I'm reporting it today, but last night, and this has been done for 15 million euros, dollars, I think something like that. So 15 million pounds, something like that. This has been done. The medical has been booked. What do I think about this deal? For Nottingham, they got some money in. For Newcastle, a great winger is in, and wingers right now are going around this price. Like Maduiki might go for 60 mil. I think what's his name? Kuna went for 50 mil. We bought Jao Pedro for 55 million. Gittins, I think, was around the same margin we got him for. So wingers right now are going around that age, like forwards and stuff. So for a player like that who has smashed in New Nottingham Forest for the past 2 years, I think he did very well last year as well. I think this is very good, and I think will fit into the team very well. And I think it's a very good signing for Newcastle if they want to keep up and try to get top four next season or keep up in that range of the fifth, sixth, do well in Champions League. They need to go up because the top four right now are doing very good business. Either it's Chelsea, either it's Man City. Obviously, right now I think running up is Man City and Liverpool. I think Arsenal is very close getting in now because their signings have been mad. So I will put Arsenal above Man City now. And the reason behind that is if Arsenal get the signings, they're linked, the people they're linked to it, I think they could get second or maybe first as well. Obviously, Liverpool, rest in peace, Diego Jota, they are not doing any more deals due to the parting away of Diego Jota, and obviously they're going to keep time, grieve, all of the stuff that happens, and then they're gone, which is right as well because it's a bit sad. Like you can't just someone has just passed away and then your club starts getting some other players. It's a bit weird, You have to give the club, the fans, the time to go on and move forward. But yeah, so obviously that's why Liverpool are not getting right now. But I'm 100% sure in 2-3 weeks once they have grieved and all of that has done. They will go on for. I think they were linked with GUI and one more or two more signings they will do as well. So yeah, and also then the next one we have from the transfer news is Mohamed Kudus to Tottenham has been here we go as well for 55 million as well. He's an attacking midfielder, as I said, the same winger attackers region. That's how much they are going for. Maybe Chelsea are trying to get Madueke for around 55 million, 60 million, because that's how most people are going around for. And this is going to be a 6-year contract, medical test booked for Kudus in London on Thursday, then all signed. And this has been reported by David Ornstein. And yeah, this is I don't know about this deal. Obviously, it's Thomas Frank's first, I think, transfer deal. If I'm not wrong, please tell me down below if I'm wrong. But I think it's his first deal from Tottenham. I've heard as well. Maybe a big signing, and I think maybe a decent signing. I want because Kudus is like in Ajax. I remember was great when he came to West Ham. He was still doing quite decent, quite good. But let's see if he goes to Tottenham. How will he fit into the team? How will Thomas use him? Thomas Frank is a great manager, and I think he will do well in that system, maybe the way he plays. And let's see what he's building. I am very interested how Thomas Frank gets this team running and get up because last season they did nearly finish like 19 near to the relegation. That's where they finished, and even though they won the Europa League and they are in the Champions League now, which is amazing for a team that finished 19th is in the Champions League, which is insane. And we need to see how Thomas Frank is going to get up because Thomas Frank never has had a experience in the Champions League or doing a team that doesn't have high expectations, because where they finished last year was abysmal. Like, yeah, they won a cup, but they Tottenham, I think their standards should be sixth, seventh, fourth. Obviously, they were aimed fourth, but that was embarrassing. And yeah, let's see what happens with Tottenham. Will they fail again, or will the signings they're doing, or with the manager they've got, they're going to do well? And what other more signings are they going to do? Because just Kudus won't do the magic. They have to get more other players as well. So I'm interested. Kudus, I think, interesting deal. West Ham, they haven't got anyone else. Last year they did get quite a lot of deals, and they still quite a lot of flop, because I thought they would have done good, because last season the transfer window was a bit compared to this season, it was a bit down, and West Ham was looking good, but they didn't do it. That was a prime example. You don't have to go out in order to win. Like, Liverpool didn't do that much because they already had the solid squad and they won the Premier League. But I think Arne Slot saw that, yeah, we won the Premier League, but we did not win any other trophies. We were quite weak in other areas. That's why he's like, we need to strengthen this team and go off in the Champions League this season. Like, year was his year to just see what is going around and figure around how good and stuff is. All the players are amazing, won the league, but he could see where the faults and problems are. And now the second next season, he is ready to do the wonders. And obviously, this season a big loss for them is Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's left for Real Madrid, and obviously another big loss, as I've always said, which is very sad. What has happened with Diogo Jota? Obviously, I didn't make a video because I just thought, out of respect or something like that, I didn't want to talk about it. It's a very emotional one, but yeah. So that is obviously a huge loss, not just to the Liverpool club, to the whole football environment, to the whole world, obviously, to his family. Everyone is sad that thing has happened, because he was in his prime, a young lad, and yeah, you never know about life. That's what they say. Life is unpredictable. And as that, see you in the next one, and keep care of yourself. Peace.